Well, hello. It has been a while. I don't know why it's been a while, but it's been about 6 weeks since I last recorded anything at all. Not for any major reasons. I've not been unwell, I've not been burnt out. I've just been busy, busy, which we'll get into very shortly. But first of all, if you watched the last video, you might remember this. Anyway, I'll see you soon. I'm probably going to start vlogging a bit more often. I found weekly was too much pressure because not a lot happened in a week. But then going monthly, there was too much happened and I completely forgot what I was supposed to be talking about in between. So yeah, we'll maybe be every 2 or 3 weeks. We'll just, yeah, how's that working? So anyway, here we are. If you haven't seen me before, I'm Sharon. I run a small business called Stitch E Doodle, where I use my own quirky little art pieces to create all sorts of lovely things. Just lately, I've been right back into creating. I'm a very creative person, love making things, whether it be knitting, sewing, just making things. So I've been making things such as pens. I'm a bit obsessed with the whole beaded pens. As if that weren't enough, I've now been making beaded key rings. So I've got lots of key rings. And back to my really old stomping ground, making cards. So I've been making lots of cards for babies, for Christmas, for birthdays. So these are all on the website. I absolutely love being creative. I've even written notes for this vlog because it has been 6 weeks. Lots has happened. Nothing major, but just lots. Last vlog I mentioned I was going to see an Elvis tribute concert. So been to Edinburgh, done that, absolutely fantastic. Best night ever. There was 3 different tribute artists and they were just outstanding. So that was a really, really good night. Then I've been to see not one, but 2 Bon Jovi tributes. The first one I went to see with my friend Sally, and he was hailed as the greatest thing since sliced bread. But I think he spent far too much time working on John Bon Jovi's characteristics, in these little bits and bobs, rather than the actual performing and the singing, which is what we wanted to see. Didn't sing any of the ballads, which is just, no, can't do that. So I said to Sally, there is another guy who is an amazing rock performer, sings Bon Jovi great. Sure, he's got a show coming up very soon. So she nipped off to the bar, came back, and I said, what are you doing on Sunday? She went, as in 2 days from now. I was like, yeah. She's like, nothing. I went, right, we're going to see another concert. So we went to see another Bon Jovi tribute act who is a proper rock performer, and what a difference. So that was an amazing night. We then went out for a few drinks afterwards, and I bumped into my cousin who I hadn't seen for a while and a few other friends I hadn't seen for a while. So I had a really, really good weekend. Only thing is, because I have various illnesses and ailments and chronic fatigue syndrome, 2 nights out in one weekend floored me for the week until it got to the end of the week when the Bon Jovi tickets went on sale for the actual real Bon Jovi. And I took the responsibility of ordering the tickets. I was like, don't worry, guys, I've got this. I will order them. So I got up very early on the computer, getting in queue, trying to do all the things. Nothing was happening. Realised that I woke up on the wrong day. It was actually the Friday that I needed to get up early. So I had another sleepless night, determined to get these tickets because I knew they wouldn't last for long. I don't think anybody thought he would ever tour again because of his throat and everything. So I was up on the Friday morning, cup of tea, everything sorted, ready to go. And I don't know if you've ever been on Ticketmaster. You go in a kind of waiting list for a queue for a queue. And then it came up that I was 306 in the queue. And I thought to myself, oh my goodness, I'm actually going to get these tickets. So bought the tickets, good positioning, total relief. So I'm messaging everybody that's coming to the concert with me. You're all still sleeping because it's only 8 o'clock on a Friday morning. So it was about 1 o'clock in the afternoon until everybody's celebrating and I'm half asleep. So yeah, so next August, going to see the real Bon Jovi. That's going to be absolutely amazing. I can't wait for that. So let's get on with the show. That's enough chit chat. Oh, speaking of creative things, I know I'm going back again. One of the things I can't do is crochet. I can do the bit, I can follow stitches and I can do whatever you tell me to do. I just can't make anything with it. So it popped up on Instagram this morning, this crochet kit for just a large kind of lap blanket granny square. So I've ordered it. So that is my New Year resolution. I will crochet something. I will make something. So, like and subscribe and follow along, because we may even video it. We might even do some crochet on camera. That'll be hilarious. Right, so first on the list, we've got some happy mail. So let's get on with that. The first studio vlog person I ever found was Abby Nova. She's young, she's raw, she's honest, she's quirky, she's just absolutely adorable to watch. But she has now decided to go back to kind of being more creative rather than running a business, which I'm so happy that she's following her dream, but devastated because I do love her art. So let's watch what I ordered. She's had a wee sale to clear her stock, so I had to obviously jump in and get some. So let's do that. Of that letter opener, I have to get the sticky residue stuff on that, give it a good clean. So here we are. I don't even think it's any use for opening letters, but never mind. Right, what's in the packet? So this is a little parcel from Abby Nova. Lovely blue tissue paper, which I always intend on keeping, but I don't. There we go. Barely keeping it together. Wooden pin badge. Growing together. Lovely little sticker. Look at this pigeon. This is my favourite piece of art ever. I absolutely adore him. Just winging it. So as you can see, I bought plenty of them. There's the mouse mat, which won't be used as anything other than decor. The print, the notepad, and this will be a little freebie sticker. Yeah, I want to wish Abby Nova all the very best. I know she's changing tactics with what she does, so I wish her well. Still watching her videos, and I think she's amazing. So there we go. That's probably the very last Abby Nova unboxing. I will leave the link. So that unboxing was done using my phone on this little stand here, up and over. But it's just not working. The last time I tried to film an unboxing, the phone rang and it just ruins everything. So I've had a delivery. I saw this, I watched the reviews. So let's open it and see what it's like. It is called, let's just show you here, the InSwan 13 megapixel, I'm reading this backwards, camera. And it should just plug and play for up and over shots, so I can do more demonstrations and unboxings. So I've not opened it before, that's me just doing it now. So we've got the instructions. Yeah, that's an anti-glare sheet according to the video I watched. Got some cardboard, and here we are. Let's see if there's anything else in the box. Some little black bits. No idea what they're for, we'll figure that out. And that's the box empty. So this is it here. It's got a really, that light is very, very bright. It probably won't be bright when you're watching it. A really weighty base there. So it should just plug and play. And then I can up and over, take its little lid off. And it's got a little light in here. And it's got quite a good stretch. So yeah, I'll set that up and we'll have a play in a wee while. But I thought I'll give this a go and see if it helps, and it folds down really compact as well. And then that way I can keep my phone free. So that was that. And I'll figure out what these things are. And I'm not sponsored for this, by the way. I have bought and paid for this myself. But we will give an honest review once it's up and running. So hopefully that will improve my filming things, because it's a tough old world out there for small businesses at the moment. And if you're trying to think about what to buy, please do consider small businesses. I had an order the other day and it was for £2. It was for an item that was £2. But that brought me just as much joy as a £20 order. I put just as much love and care and attention into packing and posting that order as I would for a big order. So every single order, no matter how small, means the world to a small business. So please consider shopping small. There's lots and lots of businesses out there at the moment who could really appreciate your business. I'm taking part in a few markets myself. There's the Christmas market. I'll leave all the links below to the various markets that are listed, and there's so many small businesses taking part. The one that's on this weekend is the Purple Indie Market, and that's going on for kind of Black Friday weekend. We're doing purple. There's over 30 businesses listed, so please check them out. You know, these are small people like me, just trying to make their way in the world, doing what they love, you know, and every single order means the absolute world to them. So please go and check some of them out, and check me out too. I do appreciate it too. So anyway, that's my small business blurb. Coming up next week it's not a market, it's an event, and it's hosted by the lovely Sophie at Rhymer Made. She does an event every year called Jingle and Joy. So I'm taking part this year. I'm not sure what to expect. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. She's got a lot of things organised, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. So I'll leave the link below for that so you can follow along there too. Now, what else have we got? New products. So you will, if you've been here before, you'll know that I've got a collection called Paint Box Petals, and I've had it in my mind for so long to do kind of journal card making kits. So I finally got around to doing it. And this is the first one here. There is 12 flowers in total. So this is the Snowdrop one. I'll show you this one because it's the one that I've got unboxed. So you get quite a lot of things. So there are 12 different papers. So whether you use them for scrapbooking, card making, junk journaling, whatever, there are 12 different A5 papers. There is a sheet of stickers, so kind of like washi labels. I've put them on paper so they are more like washi rather than shiny stickers. And there's some lovely words down there. And then you get this whole big bag of goodies. So there's all sorts of, what is wrong with me today? So all sorts of shapes. I'm not going to tip them out because I'll probably lose them all. So you get that. These are non-adhesive, so you can stick them in, you can add foam to them, whatever you want to do with them. You also get an A5 print, which I've not printed yet for this one. I added that in at the last minute because there's 59 pieces in this kit. I'm a Virgo, I like things to be even. So I've added in an extra print to take it up to 60 pieces. So I was having a little play around myself the other day, and this is a card I have made using the kit, and then just some silver card. So how nice would that be to give to someone who's maybe having a bit of a tough time? So that's just one of the cards I've made with my new snazzy camera. Hopefully I'll make more and I'll be able to do it on film. So like I say, these journal kits, they're only a £5, and they also come in a plastic wallet. So you can keep everything together in here. It's not packaging you're going to throw away. It is something you can keep. We'll pop all that in there. I like that. In fact, if anybody wants this card, please leave me a comment below and I will send you this card. There we go. So that's the journal kits. And just when I started filming this vlog, it come into my mind about giving. This is the season of giving. It's been a really year, and everywhere you look, it's just bad news, bad news, bad news. So I have decided, for my sins, that if you go to my website and buy a bear hug, whether it be the brown bear or the panda bear, so you buy this, I am going to give you this with a little wallet and a little pool bow. I'm going to give you this absolutely free, and I want you to gift it to someone. Gift it to someone who needs a bear hug. So if you buy the brown bear, I'll give you the panda bear. Buy the panda bear, I'll give you the brown bear. So treat yourself, but also treat someone else on my behalf as well, because we definitely all need a great big bear hug right now. Definitely. So I've not even added this to the website. So if you do go before I get a chance to add it, just add one of these to your basket and I will know that I've said this and I will send you one of these as well. Now hubby's made me a cup of tea. I've also got a chai latte in my flask. So I'm going to crack on, tidy up what's round me. I don't have very many more bits of filming to put in here at the minute. I'm going to go off and plug in this camera and see what happens. So I've literally just plugged this in. There's no software, nothing to do. So there, I'm going to see if I can flick between cameras. No, I can't. Go one or the other. So yeah, this is it. I plugged it into the USB, selected it in Clipchamp, which is what I use. And there we go. So I can do it up or down. I'll have to play around with how I want it set up, because I have just literally plugged it in and done nothing. But since we're here, let's show you an order that came in this morning. If we can do that, if I've got all the bits. No, I don't have all the bits. I should have all the bits. Yep, so there we go. So this is weird having to do it like this. Let's change it for the other side. There's a big long cable on it. So I'll have to get used to which way around I'm doing this. Yeah, probably need to have it there facing me so that it's in the right place. Let's move the keyboard out the way. Now this is what you call live. There we go, right above it, just that's it there. I'm sure there is a wee light on here, let's have a look. Sorry if this is making you all woozy. Is that the light? No, that's the light. It'll be the picture that looks like a light bulb. That will be the light, that will be the one. I don't think I need it on right now because I've pressed too many buttons now. Now I don't know what it's doing. But yeah, anyway, there we go. One colouring book, two colouring books. There should be a badge somewhere. Did I put it down? I've forgotten where I've put it. Oh, there we go. That is so clear. So she's ordered a little positive badge, a bumblebee pen, and a bumblebee keyring. That is really good. That is so much better than my phone. So because I'm part of the Purple Indie Market this weekend, every order is going to get a free bookmark. Now I've selected a bookmark that wasn't meant to be the bookmark I was giving away free, just because it matches the badge. So I'm sending this one off to you. It's a little magnetic bookmark because it matches the badge. So there we go. I'll get that packed up and in the post. Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh, my hands look really, really old. That's probably because they are really, really old. So anyway, that's that. Let's flick back to the upwards camera and see what's going on. Wow, I am so impressed with that. I actually just plugged it in and went for it. It didn't take days to set up. Didn't even read the manual. Manual's still in its packet somewhere, never to be seen again. I will read it though to find out what all the little buttons mean on top. But yeah, it's got a good weight on it. I could probably raise it up to give me a bigger range. But yeah, that is definitely worth keeping. I'll put the links below as to what this actually is. I never knew such a thing existed until I went looking for it. So that'll be good. I'll be able to film some demos. I'll make some beaded pens and cards and that on air. So I think that is all for now. I'll no doubt remember something. I can't even remember my list. Where's my list? Let's see. Let's check off the list. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, Last video, I showed you the iCord machine, the little knitting machine with a wire. So I made the music note. I have also made a name for a baby's name, and that's gone off. And it was my son and his wife's second wedding anniversary last week, which is cotton. So I suggested to him, why don't you make something with that? We'll use some cotton wool, not cotton wool, but cotton. Now, what is it called? It's not wool, it's cotton. Yeah, a ball of stuff. Anyway, so he made a couple of little icons for a game that they're playing. So he was really impressed with that. He felt macho doing the wire bending. I did the knitting bit. But it was so easy to use. It was so easy. So I think I'm going to make some Christmas decorations. Maybe film them with my new snazzy camera. You're going to be so bored of this thing in a matter of weeks' time. So yeah, so there's the iCord. Let's see, new camera, blah 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 blah. Yeah. So I think that is definitely it. It's been a while. It won't be this long again. And watch me insert a clip of this into the next vlog. No, because I think December is. Now, what do they call it? Vlogtober? No, it's not Vlogtober. Wrong month. Vlogmas, where people vlog. I think it's for 12 days in December. I won't be doing that, but I will vlog. I will do some more, maybe shorter vlogs, just let you know what I'm up to, what I'm making, prep for Christmas, what's going on in the world. But yeah, I'll definitely do it a little bit more. I've got quite a few events coming up, so we'll see if we can get some sneaky shots of that. I've got Christmas parties, Christmas days, all sorts of things going on. So I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, stay warm, stay cosy. I've got my little Christmas lights. This is a red vase and a set of white Christmas lights, and it just gives such a warm glow to the studio. So that's my little fake fire. But yeah, stay warm, cosy, stay safe, look after yourselves, and I shall see you very, very soon. Bye bye.